Welcome to part 26 of Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. And we literally have, after this video, 3 more DLC to go before we are finally done with the Shu part of this playthrough. And we still have Wu, Wei, Jin, and Lu Bu. God damn it. But, hey, I'm still enjoying the game. The thing that kind of bugs me is, despite the fact that the DLC tends to be an alternate universe, it still plays out the same. Guan Yu gets killed at Fan Castle, Zhang Fei gets killed by his own soldiers, and Wu is to blame for both of them. Yet here's the problem. Zhang Fei's soldiers are Shu, and they left for Wu. So, why in the hell are Wu being blamed for Zhang Fei? Even worse, Guan Yu was the one that instigated the whole thing with Wu anyway, insulting Sun. I think it was either Sun He or Sun Ding. It was Sun Ding, never mind. Insulting Sun Dong, telling him that he is not worthy to marry his daughter. And more importantly, he went there and burned supplies for Wu to make them fight against Wei for Fan Castle. So yeah, he kind of asked for what happened to him. In the Wei sense, we're going to play as Liu Bei so that we will strike back on Wu. But we had a choice between Fa Xing and Guan Yingping, which is ironic because you wouldn't be able to play this DLC as anyone if you did not beat the star requirement of the previous mission in the previous part. That said, there is no star requirement after this. No, none whatsoever. All you're practically doing is trying to beat the level, and that's it. And yeah, of course, the game decides to stall on me and have frame rate issues at the worst possible unimaginative time. So, on that note, I may have to actually take a pause so that way the frame rate would get back in order and everything would be fine. But at the end of all of this, I practically have to say that this right here is nowhere near as bad as like the Yi Ling and Dynasty Warriors 7 and 6. This right here is nothing. But you could still somehow cause yourself to almost be killed had it not been for the fire attack. Yeah, you could prevent the fire attack totally and completely, or you could keep it going. Whatever the case, nothing is going to stop you from your main objective, and your objective is to kill Sun Quan. And what do I mean by almost kill? Well, if the fire attack happens anyway, you're still going to take some damage, and I do believe Guan Yingping is one of the people you need to keep alive. So yeah, if you do not stop the fire attack unit, bad things is going to happen. So there's like fire attack units scattered everywhere. So I just need to give that word of warning to everyone. And this is the part right here where it was starting to, have frame rate drops and whatnot. That's why I'm standing here in front of the guy. And that's why you saw that jump cut, because there was like frame rate drops. So with that said, I'll be right back. And I'm back. I just had to get myself something to eat. But I just want to let everybody know that the following mission that we're going to be doing, it's basically going to be an escort mission just to make sure that the 2 people that we did not choose do not die. And that's all there is to it. And it's going to be the same thing if you choose Fa Xing, the same thing you choose Guan Yingping. Whoever it is that you don't choose, they cannot lose under any circumstances. Or die, whichever one comes first. So at the end of the day, we're going to be, again, in an escort mission. And unfortunately, the fire is still going to happen. Because you know how things work. Relying on the AI is kind of a terrible thing. And speaking of relying on something, I just want to rely on this game to not crash for about 5 seconds. But alas, that's not the case, because again, the frame rate on my end, well, basically on my router's end, is being, obnoxious. Well, now things are going back to a stabilized state. I'll be able to play the rest of this no problem. Well, sort of no problem. Alright. We just need to talk to Fa Xing to get things started. Well, there's these two guys, but still. There's only maybe 2 areas in the game where there's there's 2 DLCs in the game where there's camps. And that was the last part and this part, because the next 3 parts, there's no camps. You're going to start right in the middle of the battle, right in the middle of the fray, and then there's the final DLC one, which probably is the most hilarious of the bunch. Oh, and I can't believe I missed these guys. Never mind. But at the end of the day, once we get to that DLC, at least I'll have a little bit of fun chuckling at the expense. Because the DLCs also have a few joke missions. I think Jin has maybe 1 or 2. I don't remember. But I do know Wei has a hilarious one. Wu has a hilarious one. Shu definitely. Lu Bu has no DLC again. I'm going to keep repeating that. Because any sort of support that Dynasty Warriors 8 had, once Empires came out, they stopped support. Oh, and speaking of games, they stopped support. Let me make this announcement clear, if I haven't already put this announcement out there in the ether yet for the new year. As soon as I'm done with Yakuza 0, Dynasty Warriors 8 is going to be the full-time project, which will take Monday through Wednesday. And the Thursday through Thursday and Friday project, that's gonna be Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. Yeah, they stopped any support of Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. So if anybody bought any season passes for Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, you just got SOL'd. Plain and simple. So, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and by the way, make sure you kill every single troop, torch troop in the entirety of the area. If you don't, well, you're probably going to more than likely get caught in a flame, a fire attack. So where am I going? Past me, go back into the damn maze. Because all of the Wu forces are going to be going through that maze. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Also, you have to rendezvous with certain people, too. That's where the problem comes in. If you rendezvoused with Guan Sua and Guan Jing and everybody else that's not dead, they will pretty much hunt down the fire attack guys and deal with them. However, you're going to be blocked off by a couple of torch troops and also guys who do the torch troops and also just a couple of soldiers. I was trying to say guys who did fire attacks, but the guys who do fire attacks is literally right where the 3 people you need to talk to is. So let's go on ahead and try to get to them, shall we? Well, unfortunately, spoiler alert, I don't because I forgot about it. And more importantly, there's another thing that happens too. Whenever you're in the midst of dealing with these fire attack guys, if you are in the midst of dealing with a fire attack, the one thing you need to remember, there are going to be fire attack guys aiming for your base. So there is that. And they'll try to set fire throughout the entirety of the arena as opposed to a small portion of the arena. And that is pretty much the gist of that. Remember this maze, and remember this maze well, folks, because in the Wu playthrough, this is where you're going to be going. This is where you're going to be going to chase down Sun Xuan. So yeah, bear in mind for that. Alright, is there anything else that I need to mention about this? You don't really have to actually deal with the fire attack, because again, it may help you out in the long run, and also may keep one of your guys that you need to stay alive. But at the end of the day, yeah, I still had to actually go around, by the way, because they blocked off that area. But, at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about the fire attack. It's pretty much non-sequential. It'll just make your morale a lot higher, and more importantly, you'll be able to deal off with a lot of enemies, but the fire attack being dealt with, it doesn't matter, because whether the fire attack is successful or it fails, it matters not. You still will have to deal with Sun Xuan, and you will still have to deal with the entirety of the Wu army in order for you to defeat this stage. And that's it. And the only thing you have to do is kill off officers, because these officers are going to come after Fa Xing and Guan Yingping. Again, two people who you need to live for this mission. So, with that said, Guan Yingping and Fa Xing just went way ahead of me, and I am still stuck in the Stone Sentinel maze. I was supposed to inform everybody of the fire attack, but that did not happen. Oh. Hello there, Ding Feng. How you doing, buddy? I can't let you go anywhere further. In fact, I'm not going to let you go anywhere further. I wanted to try to reach everybody, but I think Fa Xing reached the fire attack guys. No, I think Fa Xing reached everybody anyway. Now what was supposed to happen, there was two waves of fire attack units. The first two waves you got to deal with is an officer and also somebody that's in a base. You take care of the guy in the base first, and don't rely on your computer friends to do anything because they're too goddamn dumb. You take care of the guys in the base first, and also the guys that's coming after you. Ooh, I got a defense boost. Nice. And then afterwards, Zhu Ran will actually talk about starting the prepare. Oh, shoot. Zhu Ran is talking about preparing the fire attack. I was supposed to go to the other area to defeat that guy. That means I don't have much time left. But you can fail these objectives and still wipe out all of Shu. Why am I going to go after that pursuit unit? What the hell am I thinking? Oh, right, Pan Zhong was headed my way, so I had to cut him off at the pass. So, we're just going to defeat all these guys. And by the way, you probably haven't noticed, but Mi Feng and Fu Shiren is in this unit too. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, Mi Feng went to Wei and Fu Shiren went to Wu. So yeah, Fu Shiren actually is the only person who... Oh, that was stupid. And I forgot the guys in the booth. I should have dealt with them first before dealing with the other guys. But, whatever. Again, I said you don't have to worry about the fire attack. You just gotta kill Zhu Ran. That's all I basically had to do, but nope. Good news is, since the fire attack is successful, we could just go after Sun Xuan and not worry about it. But, in the exact same vein, I'm going to have to save all of my officers that have that important marker on them so that they will be alive. Whatever the case, it may look like a bad ordeal, but it's not. Well, look on the bright side. At least I don't have to worry about Guan Yingping being in trouble. Well, that is until they go after Sun Xuan, I do believe. Oh, look, if I would have dealt with, like I said, if I would have dealt with Zuron, this fire attack would have failed miserably. But, whatever happens, happens, I suppose. And I've saved everybody here, and they'll get their lives back once I get out of this area because they're all getting a morale boost. Now, had Guan Yingping been there, that would have been a different story. Unfortunately, you can't command troops in this game. That's kind of sad. Only in ambition mode can you do that. But as I was saying earlier, as I'm about to finish off this stage, ooh, I even got a moose house spring for that. Cool. Anyway, I've already had it set because Yakuza, I do believe, is going to be finished next week. Yes, Yakuza is going to come to an end next week, and after next week, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete is going to take over the Monday through Wednesday day schedule, and also Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires is going to take Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday still going to be the RVN LP exhibition. I'm halfway done with ZX. So once I'm done with ZX, I'm not doing any more Sunday playthroughs unless I really need to. The only reason I did that was because of the fact that I had Yakuza and Dynasty Warriors going on, and also the RVN LP exhibition. But thankfully, I'm halfway done with ZX, so I really don't have to do too much. And the way I did with once a day, the Sunday playthrough, at least I'm able to cover more ground. So yeah, again, I'm at the halfway point of that game, and it's only a matter of time before I complete that game, which will probably be in March. And sadly, now that I think about it, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends may be done in April. And also, let's see, Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, it may start like in mid-January, but it'll probably be done in, if I can help it, either April or May. But yeah, as I said, Yakuza is literally going to be done next week. Plain and simple. Yeah, because like part 84 is going to be literally chapter 16, and then I'm going to split chapter 17 in half. So with that said, it's going to be something else. At least it was a fun ride. Whether I had thumbs up or thumbs down, it doesn't matter. Whether if people subscribed or unsubscribed, it was still a fun ride to play Yakuza 0, and that's going to come to a screeching end, well, next week. And as for this game, I'm only like, I would say, 20% of the way done. It's kind of a long-term goal. I expected it to be long, but not this long. I forgot they had DLC. But, hey. Thankfully, this and Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires will probably be among the last Dynasty Warriors games I'll be playing for a while, other than one, which if I can find it, that I actually will end up playing for the Argument LP exhibitions, provided I find it, and that will pretty much end the whole entire retrospect of Dynasty Warriors, at least a number game. They have the spin-offs, but I can't find them. They have the Warriors Rochi game, I'm still trying to find too. I have one, I gotta beat that. And I have 3. I'm gonna use that for the PS3, but nonetheless, we managed to take care of Sun Xuan, because basically all you're going to do is just take down the guy once the fire attack starts, so that's why I didn't really talk about the mission as much. And I've practically got all of my allies safe. But yeah, I can't believe that this year is going to be nearing the end of the Dynasty Warriors retrospect, Yakuza, and wow, a lot of things are going to come to an end this year. Oh boy. I didn't even expect that, but okay, I guess. Nonetheless, Yi Ling is defeated. Which means we only got 3 more DLC left. So with that said, we actually got a cutscene for this as well. And we'll also have a cutscene for the final DLC. So with that said, let's go to that. Ladies and gentlemen, that takes care of part 26. In the next episode of Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete, we're gonna do another DLC mission. This is RPman985. See you all next time.